I saw the VIDS program as an opportunity to introduce 5th and 6th graders not to just what it's like to be in front of a camera, but what it's like to go ahead and shoot sequence by sequence, frame by frame, and create a program. And that, you know, there's something they can point to. They can say, yeah, I made this. Not just live action, but also stop motion, which is where we get the effects with the pizza and so forth at the beginning of the first segment, the history of Pizza Saga in the Making. The second piece, Lost and Found, or Stevie's Big Adventure, was a piece where everybody got to be a particular animal. I made sure that the kids did the research that needed to be done. We were talking about impounded animals and so forth. I said to the kids, I said, why don't we do a piece about, you know, dogs and what happens to them when they get lost, and you know what the transition is from being a lost dog to being adopted or being found by your owner. And one particular student had to do the research, call the county, figure out what was happening, and then come back and tell the rest of the class. There was another group who would take the information that he came up with, develop characters around the different animals, and then they would go ahead and sequence and build. VIDS 10, A School Worth Saving. That was the entry to the Sundance Film Festival, 2009. And even though we never heard from the Sundance Film Festival, I don't even think they sent us an "Are you kidding?" which would have been nice, but I'm sure that out of the thousands and thousands of entries they received, we were not really high on their list. I think what I wanted Sundance to understand is that there is something unique going on here. And it was unique enough for withoutabox.com to go ahead and send us an invitation to the Internet Movie Database. Now VIDS has one episode listed in the Internet Movie Database, and as soon as the page is up and finalized, because it takes like 10 days to get your listing, and after you receive an invitation, I'm going to go ahead and send that to some of my students and just let it trickle down from there. The essence of what we do is really acting, and basically the camera is just another addition to that. I think the kids have such a good time with it because of the mechanical aspect. It's a hands-on activity. They've got to sit down and do the work. They've got to go out and shoot the sequences. They've got to set up the shot. And they learn about different angles. They learn about lighting. They learn the elements of sound. They learn how to construct sound. Thanks to GarageBand, we've had students who've created whole pieces of music that we've been able to use. Hopefully I can keep it going. That's really what it's about. I just want the opportunity to revitalize the VIDS program and give students who otherwise wouldn't have this opportunity the chance to come out and really express themselves.